Welcome to the Scene Snobs podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to the Scene Snobs podcast. It's Tuesday night, and we are the Scene Snobs. I'm your host, Mick Manhattan, joined, as always, by producer Paul. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Happy to see your face. So I felt bad because right before the show, Paul did not have a light in front of him, directly in front of him. And my brain is wired to no, I want to see your face. Because in doing this, you understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for everybody watching, I was like, oh, dude, you need to change that. And I just said it real crude. And then the man went right to work. And, I apologize. So I didn't mean to make you crazy over it 5 minutes in. So I appreciate you. So I'm the taskmaster, everybody. And that's why it's Tuesday night. No, I'm having a good time. Today was kind of a weird day, Paul.
Okay. Why was it weird?
So my wife and I went on vacation. Just a mini getaway. And we've never done that because, she had her son, my stepson, and then, we got married, and quickly after I had my son. So we never had a chance to sort of get away, never had a honeymoon, anything like that. Every time we did go somewhere, it's always with the kids. So I was super excited. So we got out of town. I'm not going to say where, but got out of town, saw some old friends, and it was really great to see them. And then we took a night to ourselves. We went to a hotel room and just hung out. It was just wonderful, right?
Yes.
Well.
Oh no.
I was a bit of a prick. I'm just gonna say I was a bit of a prick.
Okay.
It is, it's derpy. It is security, and I'm a little afraid myself. I did not see that on his shirt until he put the light in front of him. I immediately regret my decision.
Type flight security.
Oh man.
I need to whistle.
So we're coming home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to stop by a dispensary. My wife has a medical marijuana card, and is prescribed and everything. And I do what I want. So, and I should probably be prescribed as well. But we stopped by a dispensary, all legal, come back into town. I have to go to the bath. Now, here's why I mentioned the dispensary. I have to go to the bath at the dispensary, and that's still an hour away from where we are.
Okay.
And then we get home. Well, we don't get home. We have to stop now, and we have to get chocolates, which was my idea for her parents who were watching the kids and the dog. And then as we're going, I start to slow down a little bit, and I'm talking. Now she's getting pissed, right? Okay. And so she's getting pissed. We get back to the house, or we're a block away from the house. She says to me, "Are you trying to purposely go slow?" She was really anxious. I'm like, "What? What was that?" It came out of nowhere. She's like, "I'm sorry, but you're going super slow." I was like, "All right, I'm sorry." So I start speeding up. We get home, and I'm like, "All right, now I'm using a cane, right?" Sure. So I'm like, all right, I got to get my laptop, and then I'm going to come with you, and then we'll go in. And we both missed the kids because it was first time away, stuff like that. Right. And so I want to go up. I turned, I don't know why. It was an irrational anger. All right. And not even an anger. I'm just going to say this was an irrational temper tantrum that occurred. Okay. I grabbed my laptop, closed the door, and I got my cane. I turn around, and there's my wife swinging the door open going, "Guess who's home?" Perfectly reasonable. Mm-hmm. There's no reason she shouldn't have been able to do that. Right.
Right.
I said, go on ahead. Right.
Yeah.
My childlike brain goes, how dare she? And then because I know when she went in, she has to close the door, the dog will run out.
Right.
So she closed the door before I get up there. I got a cane. I'm slow, man. I don't get up there that fast.
Right.
So now I have extra steps to just be angry walking towards the door into a more temperature. And because I have to go up the steps slowly, right, I'm even more irrationally mad. And I swing open the door, and I don't say, "Guess who's home too?" I go, "Fine." Put all my stuff down, walk into the bathroom. And I went to go put my sunglasses down, but my bare paw, it just popped out, and I was like, I can't deal with this. And I went to the bathroom, throwing my little temper tantrum. And then, so God bless my wife for she is my best friend. I love her. And all of these fights, she knows what's wrong. I had to go to the bathroom because immediately after I went to the bathroom, I got out and I go, and my head's down, tail between my legs. I'm like, that was so stupid. And I did it in front of her parents, the kids, the whole lot. That was so childlike. So tail between my legs. And I'm like, thank her parents and stuff. And then I'm like, I'm going to go downstairs. I have work I have to do. I come down here. I just start working. And I'm like stewing. And as I'm stewing, I'm like, what did she do?
Right.
So here's where the weird part for today comes in, Paul. Okay. That was the precursor to today.
All right.
This is advice I want to give to everybody who may be in a relationship, other guys or girls or anybody in between, like all of us. If your significant other shows vulnerability, even the slightest bit, and just says like, hey, how you doing? You know, something like that, or just wanted to check on you, or even if it's like a little gruff, but it's vulnerable, like wants to see how you're doing. Don't be like, I'd be better if you didn't abandon me outside. Because you just realize how wrong you are.
Yeah.
You realize how wrong you are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like, I got pride though.
Yeah.
And then like you say some stupid shit like that. It makes your Tuesday when you have a show a very odd day.
Gotcha.
It's like, my best friend's not talking to me right now for just reason. My wife, the same person, is not talking to me for the same reason. So what am I going to do here? And like, so your mind gets preoccupied. I forgot to pick anything out for the topic. Like I forgot for me.
Oh.
I've been so off today.
Mm-hmm.
We got to this. I've been thinking about it ever since we started. So it's been a very weird day because I've just been living in like weird turmoil. We made up right before the show though.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good.
like about 2 hours before the show, we were going to make dinner and it was just like, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. It would have happened earlier, but she was out and then I went out. So.
Makes sense. I get that. Tuesdays, man. This Tuesday's been like a Monday, so I feel that because I've been doing part-time for Uber Eats.
Oh, yeah, man. How's that
First
going?
order today, like, because I do third shift. What's up, Sturdy? I get there, and it's kind of out of the way, but it's like a good paying job, so I'm willing to go the extra couple miles. I get there, customer cancels it. I'm like, it's okay. It's the first time it's ever happened. It'll be fine. Second order, I go there. That restaurant, their whatever network they have went down completely. They can only take cash, so they're not doing any Uber Eats. So then I got to contact customers. So then I get a bad rating, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna be okay. This is fine, Second order, I get one. They had just done the cutoff for dinner time menu, and now it's breakfast only, and they had ordered dinner. So then once again, I had to cancel it. And then I was just like, mad, at that point. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I'm going home. Like I made $9. I'm going home. This is bullshit.
But those $9 days, they're offset because there's going to be those days where it's like, oh shit, I made like $800.
Right.
Just because you didn't fill this whole thing in,
Absolutely. Yeah. Last Thursday around here, because Greensboro area, I'm not going to tell you all my address, but Greensboro area is a big college town. So I got, I think, about 5 or 6 colleges within 12 miles. So as you can imagine, Thursday through Saturday nights, third shift hours for delivery, bro, those kids just be spending money getting high as hell.
Hell yeah, dude. I didn't even think about that. That's a great idea. Because I'm thinking you're like third shift, and I'm thinking North Carolina that I know.
Right.
Where it's like, everybody's asleep. Where are you sitting? Outside of a church? Like just waiting for someone to order something from the diner? Like, I forget that there are some big ass college towns down there.
There's a lot around here.
You should not. Okay. I know you've had to have partied at some of those colleges.
Oh,
there we go.
To a single one, but I went to all of them.
They're starting. Yeah, no, me same. I have a degree from Full Sail.
There you go.
I have a drinking degree from Rutgers, probably Penn State. Came down to West Virginia a bunch. Yeah, like a bunch of places. So let's get into that.
Oh man,
tell me. I'm happy to trade them.
Okay.
Tell me your best, like maybe not your best, but a good college story. Tell me a good college story.
So all my friends immediately went to I won't say the name because I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway, they all went to a college nearby to me, and they were like, one day they were like, "Oh, come to our first day of classes," and I was like, "Sure." Because I like writing, and they all were taking like writing 101. So I went, well, teacher hands me a paper, fill out this, I fill it all out. I went to a whole 2 semesters of that class, not even registered at that school. I got graded papers, all that shit. Never was enlisted in that school at all.
That's awesome, dude.
It's awesome. It's lacking on security, as you can imagine. And then it's also kind of sad that the classes were that big to where, you don't realize Paul Dunn's not in here at all. This is a problem. But whole time.
Well, my college stories are a little different. We spent a lot of time partying at Rutgers, mostly when I was in high school and when I was because my brothers were all in college.
That's right.
So we were just drinking.
Oh yes.
How were your grades? There you go. What was your grades like?
I passed with a B. I was actually kind of happy with that.
Very cool. I love that.
But by the way, I write now, Sturdy, you won't know it, but I passed with a B.
No, he just put that up. We're good. I think. Yeah, 7:12. So we were supposed to have a guest tonight, everybody. So unfortunately, I think I guess he can't make it. I'm sorry, Mike. Hopefully we can get you on soon. But if he does pop back in, I'll throw him on. So yeah. So we used to go down to Rutgers all the time. All right. I used to love just partying stuff there. So I think I wasn't in college. Sorry, I bit my tongue, so like I have a little like that bump on the side. That's why I'm very slow with my speech tonight. So there was I'm trying to make this like a weird thing, but like, okay, so I've talked about my best friend Len before, and he and I used to go hang out there a lot, and we would go to frequent a bunch of the bars there and just kind of chill. So the night before, it always has a precursor. The night before, he he would not shut the fuck up about anime, right? He loved goddamn anime.
Right.
I wasn't an anime guy. Just not a fan, man. So he wouldn't shut the fuck up. He just kept going on and on and on. I love this man, but he just would not shut up about it. And I just watched TV as he talked about anime, and he was telling me everything. So jump forward to the next night, we go into this bar. Beautiful woman there talking to me. I was somewhat good looking back then, so I can attribute to that. So beautiful woman talking to me, and Lenny's standing next to me, and then she's like kind of talking to both of us at one point, and she talks about how she loves anime.
Oh.
Lenny's ears perked the fuck up. Like he's like, I'm gonna take over.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I had drunk powers that night.
Gotcha.
Because I recalled every goddamn thing he said.
There you go.
And right in front of this man, I shit you not, right in front of this man who's standing there like, this is my time to shine.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? And I would go right into this, and I'd just talk about this character that I just know he mentioned. I'd be like, I thought the duplicity of this character and this character, he never let me live that down. I swear to God, if he was alive, he'd still try and kick me in the balls for that one if I mentioned it. That was one of my favorite moments. We hooked up later that night, so he got even more mad.
There you go.
In his Jeep.
See, I feel like my close group of friends, we were just the idiots. Like they were doing gallon challenges and shit like that after drinking all night and just being.
What's gallon challenges?
You try to chug down a gallon of milk and hold it down as long as you can.
Gallon! I thought you said gallant, like
I'm sorry,
like a night or some shit,
No.
So I'm like, were you? I'm not kidding you. You said that, and my brain immediately went to you watching your friends dressed up as knights, just like jumping around and shit. And I'm like, what are they doing? Like, I have no idea. I don't even know if gallant is the right word. It might be gallant or something, but that's where my brain is at.
No.
Weird day, Paul. Weird day.
Yeah, no, absolutely weird day. And for as much security jobs as I have now, we pissed off security at one of the colleges a lot because we had figured out how to get on the roofs of a lot of the buildings, and I can't tell you how many times we got chased. I probably got the back problems now from jumping from 2 stories up onto the ground just to get away from security. You know what I mean? Like they would have been like, get the fuck out of here. But I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get in trouble with security. Just jumping off dumb shit, and now my back's like, you're an idiot. Thanks.
It's so fucked up is that like I'm trying to remember stories, and I have things popping in my head, and everything I'm scanning in those stories is like, was anything bad though? Because you were drinking, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. But who the fuck knows in this world? Because did you hear about the Super Bowl commercials?
Yes.
That they're fucking taming them down because they don't know who they're gonna piss off. What the fuck?
It's the main reason I watched Super Bowl, so I was kind of.
I know. I went to your Super Bowl party. Fucking fail.
I know it's a hike.
Well, no, if it wasn't that we just came back from one,
gotcha. That's
then
fair.
go into the next week because we won't have anybody watch kids.
I got you.
And I want to enjoy the Super Bowl party.
That's fair. No, that's very fair. It is a kid-friendly place, but.
Oh, I know. I want to enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I plan on being 4 sheets to the wind that night. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember that one.
That is the goal.
You should bring that one back.
I wish. Maybe. No.
I have a channel that you can, put it on. Who pisses you off with that? Oh, the Super Bowl. Yeah. So, yeah, they don't want to piss anybody off. Like, and I don't blame them. I don't want to piss anybody off here. So I'm like, should I tell that story? Probably not, even though everything was above board and perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know who's going to get mad about what. And I would never give names or anything.
Right.
That's too far. So I was hanging out with Shorty. And and Jessica. No, I mean Jamie.
Right.
Oh, fuck, that might implicate someone. No,
Fucking Big Mo over there. Just
what is your oh, I blame them because it's the fake outrage. It's selective outrage. It's bullshit. Is it like there's so much shit like holy fuck, I don't even want to watch this stupid game. I think I might just watch it now for Taylor Swift. For the 11 seconds of Taylor Swift. That might be the only good part of this whole fucking thing.
She'll get more than that. I still think Kelsey's going to propose to her. I made the poll prediction, even though I don't watch sports like that. I called the score, and I think that when the Chiefs are winning in their head, when they take that knee, he's going to take a knee and propose.
I'm with Sturdy. I do hope the 49ers win. I don't have.
I hope they do. I don't think they will.
I agree with Paul. I think the conspiracy's in, and they definitely want tail. You don't think Disney pumped billions upon billions of dollars to the NFL and to the Kansas City Chiefs and to Travis Kelce and to Taylor Swift? So it's like the fix is in. Once you win, just kiss, stare at the screen, and say, I'm going to Disney fucking World. Disney bought the rights to the fucking Bible. Do you think they can't buy the rights to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's love story? Get the fuck out of here. They own everything.
Yeah.
They're like the only company that's a super company that's like, we're not owned by anybody. We just own everything. Damn, dude. And I'm not mad about it. It's like, whatever. It's like, I'm not.
I understand. I respect it. It's just like, damn, though.
Yeah. That's the stuff that I'm not going to get outraged about.
Right.
Like, because we can't change anything unless we all decide to change something.
Right.
And, in this country, I mean, and generally that is the case in most countries. If everybody banded together, you could make change. Depending on how that looks is very, very different. In this country, if we wanted to change things in the government, we could. We don't. And we just get outraged about things and we do nothing about it. So give them the fucking game. I don't know. Who cares at this point?
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I'm not tied into it anymore. I used to be such a sports fan. I used to wear the shit. I used to cheer every game and freak out. I used to do it all. But it's the same almost with everything. Like, the disillusionment. I love watching movies because I can escape into movies, but I don't give a damn about these actors.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alyssa Milano. I can't afford to pay for $10,000 for your kid's thing. If you want to play Who's the Boss a little bit more, I'll watch it. Maybe get some residuals.
There you go.
Whatever. Samantha, Mona.
Yeah.
Angela.
Did you watch, speaking of sports and movies, did you watch that new Dennis Quaid movie on Netflix?
What's it called?
Oh, God. I knew you were going to ask. I know once.
How are you going to ask me if I watched a movie you don't know the name
I was hoping you did, and then you'd say the name, and I'd be like,
you are so bored in the beginning of this because you're like, this guy's off on a ledge, and I'm not. I just have a bite on my tongue, you bastard. And you don't even know the name of the movie you just asked I watched. You expected me just to know. There
you go.
I love it. What is it?
You haven't seen The Hill yet. You have not.
The Hill?
Mhm.
Where'd you send it?
No, I didn't send it. It's on Netflix.
I've never seen The Hill. What is it about?
It's about a
Capitol Hill?
Major League Baseball player and his story of being a cripple, coming up with a Baptist preacher father that didn't want to play baseball and overcoming all of his odds.
Oh, I think I did see a trailer for this. Who's this based on? Why is Dennis Quaid in every fucking sports movie now?
Because he plays that dad character just right. Like, he's just asshole.
I don't know. Let's go find Jack Quaid and see if that's true. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I did see a trailer for this. Yeah, I mean, I like heartwarming. I like a good heartwarming tale. Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, you have to see it. Like, it was amazing. Like, it wasn't that, but it wasn't bad. It's very predictable.
Yeah.
That's what I expected in Dennis Quaid sports movie, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I have to say, it's the greatest goddamn recommendation I've ever received, Paul.
Yeah, 100%. 100% if you have nothing better to watch.
Another goddamn Dennis Quaid sports movie.
I should just do reviews like that.
What? You should. You need to start like a producer ball TikTok and just be like, this goddamn movie had Dennis Quaid in it again.
Yep.
How many times you can play the same goddamn character? Great, though.
Dune 2, I guess it's like Dune 1, but it's 2. Done. Like, that's it.
I don't know why I have to watch Dune 2. Isn't there an original that's only one movie? Fuck it.
Yep. It's one movie that covers all three.
Producer Paul's reviews.
Just make him like Ollie with the weather from Family Guy. It was good.
You have carte blanche, my friend. If you want to produce something, go right. I will make sure it goes on. That shit would be funny as hell. Hey, Mike's back. Let's bring him in.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Apparently, StreamYard does not like my setup.
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, it's a
It's
pickle
not your
beast.
fault.
Welcome, my friend. How you doing?
Not your fault.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Sorry, wife's tech.
Oh, you're good.
Nerf herder.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, how you doing, man? You want to tell everybody about We Be Geeks?
Well, what you're seeing as my title is the network or the collective, or I call it the collective because it just sounds better than network. But We Be Geeks is one of 3 shows that I run. It's We Be Geeks, each word separate. It's a general geek culture, pop culture podcast, similar to Scene Snobs here. Also do Mighty Marvel Geeks, which is all Marvel related. And then also do another show called Wookiee Radio, where we talk about all things Xenomorphs and Star Wars. So
absolutely, you guys should
Really
definitely
cool.
go check them out. Link down below in the description. And thank you for being on the show, man.
My pleasure. I apologize about the tech difficulties, but hey, that's how you know it's live and not Memorex.
Absolutely, yeah, no, definitely. So we were kind of rapping about different things and kind of going off on tangents a little bit, but I know
familiar with tangents.
Well, I was listening to I think it was your most recent episode, and I know you got into. We'll touch down on it a little bit because I want to see what Paul thinks. He wasn't on my last show, the Friday night show, the Vince McMahon thing.
Yeah.
So I thought we would talk about it a little bit. I want to see what you guys think. So he's innocent, right? We're all in agreement.
Until proven guilty. Yeah.
So, well, this is going to be a civil suit anyway, I believe. So, see how it plays out. But what do you guys think about all this? Do you think it's going to disrupt wrestling, or do you think they're back on track with this Rock Cody thing that's going on?
I don't think it's. Sorry, Paul. I don't think it's going to disrupt wrestling. I'm curious to know just how much Vince had been doing storyline anyway, because most of it seemed to have been Triple H calling a lot of the shots and his creative team, which shows, because it does show to be a more wrestling than soap opera. Even though we're still getting some soap opera, we're getting more of the wrestling similar to TNA, to AEW, what the Attitude Era was, but not as hard as the Attitude Era.
Yeah, I agree. Paul, what do you think about everything going on?
So I don't watch wrestling that much, but my roommate absolutely loves it, and so does my other best friend. So I asked them about it because I know they follow everything more, and they said the same thing. Like Vince McMahon, until proven guilty, still innocent, and they were just happy that Cody won that last one.
All right, well, I think he's an asshole. So I'll just go with that one.
For me, the only good thing about Vince McMahon, if it's considered good, is he and I share the same birthday.
You can have it. He's not allowed to have it anymore. You're taking it away.
But that's also the same birthday as Kenny Baker.
There you go. Even better. Say that. Forget Vince. You fucking asshole. Every time I hear stuff about it, and it's been years. I remember in the 90s hearing so much crap like this. It was just outlandish. But it was from reliable sources who kind of worked in the industry. And I'm like, really? Like, this is just known stuff? Like, yeah, he didn't deny anything. I was like, okay. All right. Well, that's weird. It's a very strange situation you got there. And then you would see Raw every week back in the Attitude Era. You'd be like, yeah, no, I believe this. I believe that this is exactly who he is. But
yeah.
All right. Well, so let's get into the topic of the evening. We're just talking about permanent vacation spots that, from movie locations that we may want to end up in.
Okay. Oh, wow. Well, we could go gory and say Cape Fear.
Don't you live down by Cape Fear?
No, I'm in Florida.
No. I was talking to Paul. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You're not too far from there, aren't you?
Yeah, not too far.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna
Gentlemen, this is a podcast. We got to have some back and forth. I need more than just like consonants.
My fault.
No, it's all good. But like
That's why he's the producer.
I sent the topics to everybody.
Yeah.
But if we're not prepared for that, we can talk about something else. So what are some of your geek things, Mike? Why don't you tell us about that?
Oh no, I can still go on the permanent vacation spot.
Okay.
So I still have 2 others.
I love to hear. Go right ahead.
Another great place, which has been a highlight of a lot of great movies, is New Orleans.
I love that.
Love New Orleans.
New Orleans is a great place. So for me, just thinking about it, and like we were talking about it earlier, I wasn't 100% prepared either. Paul. But one I was thinking about earlier today. Remember the movie The Beach?
Yeah.
With Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm going to end up anywhere. I mean, I realized that it got but it got really
Got
bad
dark?
for him.
Right.
You know, I think it have to get bad for everyone. You know, you got to pick out the Leonardo DiCaprios. But like, that was a really peaceful society. I actually really enjoyed that movie. I'd love to go and check that out again.
I don't think I could live there though. There's too many mosquitoes out there. I didn't see enough bug spray. My blood's too sweet. I'd get eaten up. I'd be pissed the whole time. So I can't be on Survivor or any of those shows. Among all the other reasons, but that's the main reason. I'm like, fuck that.
You were already on a Survivor type of show.
Yeah, but there were no bugs.
In fact, your Survivor show is probably bigger than the actual Survivor show.
But there's still no bugs. So
in North Carolina, there's no bugs.
Well, not during that shoot. There was none. We weren't outside, you know. We're in holding. We're in our area to sleep in. So, yeah.
Where did they keep you? Did they keep you in like tents?
They kept us on a campus nearby because they're right next to the ECU campus. So we just stayed at the dorms because no one was there.
Okay, now I got to ask, what show was this?
That was a Mr. Beast challenge video.
Yeah, you did the every person from all over the world, every country in the world.
The Olympics.
The Olympics, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul was representing Honduras.
Yeah, very poorly, but about as good as Honduras represents himself in the Olympics. So it's all good.
So
didn't get any hate mail.
I wouldn't want this to be a permanent vacation spot, but back when I used to live in New York and was actively involved in scouts, the council I was in, our summer camp, was real close to the camp used in one of the Friday the 13th films.
Okay.
Very cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. That was out in Blairstown is where I think, they did film it because it was Blairstown where the girl Annie in the beginning in the first one comes out of. And I used to camp not too far away from, not on the camp. The camp was down the other side, but there was a Boy Scout camp, and I was a counselor when I was like 17, 18, and that was up the other way. And it wasn't too far, so it was kind of cool. But they film those things everywhere, man, because they have viewings all over the place. Because I think 2 is in Connecticut or something like that, or
something like that. It was either, I don't remember which one, but in the it was our council used camp space from the big compound that the New York City Council had up in the Catskill area, where they had like 5-6 different camps up there.
Oh wow!
And one of them was used. The camp that was closest to our camp was used at one time as Camp Crystal Lake.
Nice.
So,
all right, very cool. So that's an awesome, like that would be a really cool location not to end up in, but to like maybe visit. There were some very cool camps they used. I know the one in 6 is one of my favorites, but I would think that was Georgia.
Possibly.
Makes sense.
It just seemed like I like the whole vibe of the camp too. You know how they kind of made it look in that one, but I think that was
they went to Manhattan. Why?
Yeah, that's true. My favorite of the one.
Just don't break the rules, Mick, and you'll be fine.
Already broken.
You're not gonna
broken over and over again. I mean, I've broken them so many times. Like Jason's just like, God, just go ahead. I'll catch up. Don't worry. He's still slowly walking. But
I'll tell you mine real quick.
Yeah,
I got 3. I'm not gonna lie. Because it was tough to choose which one, but I said the Truman Show because I think it'd be cool to be one of those actors in the background that just lives in a perfectly controlled set, and that's your job, being a regular person or someone else. I think that'd be perfect.
But your whole life, wow,
why not? If you're gonna watch me, I mean, I do pretty dumb shit, so you're gonna be amused at least. You're gonna realize how much I really talk to myself out loud, kind of like Truman. So I think it'd be fun.
I like it. I mean, I like the answer. Definitely.
If I wanted a good time, I said, because I love Muppets, so I said the Happy Time Murders. I'd like to be in that universe where it's puppets and humans living together.
You couldn't pick. There's no other level of movie where you could pick that?
No. Not that I want to. I curse too fucking much. I can't be in a Muppet movie. I'd be. That's disrespectful to them.
You went right for murder. You're like, all right.
Yeah. Let me live in that universe where they do drugs, they kill each other, and all types of crazy shit.
I mean, like, because of because the connotation is that we exist today and not in the future or the past or anything. I would love to choose Star Trek. Of course, I'm like, hell, travel the stars, right?
Right.
But I feel like I need something easier, and that's what bothers me. So like if I were to pick like maybe 15 years ago, I probably would have picked like New York in the late 70s, early 80s. It was a hellhole, but it was just some weird time that I feel like I want to experience.
That's fair.
So
I can see that.
I'm like that, but like now in my older age, I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to live in the war years right now.
See, I couldn't do it because then I'd start snapping my fingers. It'd be musical then because I'd have to join the gang.
Yes.
All of a sudden, Warriors goes to Sharks and Jets.
Yep. Break out the song.
All of a sudden, take the subway to West Side Story.
There you go.
Holy shit.
That would be fun. My last one though was the Oasis and Ready Player One because I just think I feel like it's easy because then you can kind of do anything you want for a permanent, vacation or holiday or whatever.
Yeah,
you can choose anything you want. You want the horror, you can go there. You want to watch movies, you can do it.
Fun part is I had my original co-host on Weeby Geeks kind of did that with Second Life.
Okay.
Almost permanently lived there. Yeah.
Oh wow. That's
so
great.
whenever he wasn't at work, he was on Second Life. Ended up costing him his marriage, and then he found some I guess sugar mama or something who they got married in the game and then met in real life and come find out she's married and like psycho. I'm like, oh dude, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Oh damn. Oh, I meant to ask you. You said you're down in Florida, right? Whereabouts in Florida, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in Kissimmee.
Okay.
Oh, I lived in Winter Park.
Okay.
I went to school at Full Sail.
So did I.
Oh no, where'd you go?
We talked about this before in chat.
Oh, did we? Jeez, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Back when we had our first survivors meeting, I'll just say SJ.
Oh, that chat. Yeah, that was I tried to wipe that one out of my brain for a long time. The people in it, but like that whole, debacle.
Oh, dude, the stories I could tell from that. A little different than yours, but just as wacky.
Yeah, oh, I don't doubt that. Right.
I went to Full Sail. I was there at Full Sail. I was part of RASAD, or Recording Arts Specialized Associate's degree. Graduated in November of 97.
Nice. Awesome. I graduated in March 08.
Okay.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I just celebrated 26 years with the mouse.
Congratulations. I did see that. I saw that on Facebook. Congratulations on that. Yeah.
Thanks.
How is that? Like 26 years, and now I'm not going to knock them. Listen, I was talking about them earlier. So listen, they own the world. I'm okay with it.
They own my life. I'm not okay with it.
Oh, fair. But getting started in that, like, what was that like? You graduate, you get into it. I feel like that back then might have been really exciting.
I got lucky. The typical deal with Full Sail. You graduate and they go, oh yeah, we'll help place you into your next job. And I still put out my own applications elsewhere, including Disney. And then there was an opportunity right about a month and a week after I graduated. So I graduated around the week of Thanksgiving in 97. And of course, for those who don't know, Full Sail, they graduate a class every month, or they did. I don't know if they still do or not, or they were when you were there.
Yeah, they definitely, it was 21 months.
It's like they're pumping out graduates every single month. And so about a month and a week, 5 weeks, almost 6 weeks, I got a call about coming in for an interview for Disney. Cool. So we're talking January 98, beginning of January. And they were just starting to pull people from other parks to Animal Kingdom because Animal Kingdom was opening that year. And they were trying to get rehearsals and everything going for there. So I was backfilling people at other parks. And had my interview. Hadn't heard anything, but during that time, the day I had my interview, my grandmother passed away, and her last words to my parents was, "So when does he start?" When they told her I had an interview later that night, she had passed away, but she had made that comment to my parents. So we're up in Ohio dealing with her funeral when all of a sudden I get a phone call going, "Hey, we'd like to offer you a job." It's like, cool. I'm up in Ohio at the moment dealing with my grandmother's funeral and her passing. I go, cool. How does this sound for a higher date? It's like, awesome. See y'all then. And rest is history.
Wow, man.
Awesome.
So
Thanks
my
for
higher
sharing
date
that.
is Groundhog's Day.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Wow. So I mean that's a 26 years. That's a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
And to
All,
be
all in entertainment, which back then it was hard to get into entertainment. I would say maybe even in 2008, if you looked into it, it was probably difficult at the time. Because most people, they would get jobs in attractions or parking or somewhere else and transfer over into entertainment. For me, I went straight in. I got hired right in. Five people interviewed from Full Sail. Only 2 of us were hired.
Oh,
So,
I wonder how many work there now. No, but it's very cool. I mean, you're down there in Disney World. I mean, it's the mecca for vacation spots. That's why I kind of went with the theme.
That's why I didn't choose it. Sorry.
That's fair.
It has been used in different shows. This location.
Yeah. So they have a few different things they're not, or I don't know what you're allowed to share about the rules. Like, don't they have certain rules they're supposed to follow?
Yeah. If you ask me something that I can't say, worst I'm going to say is I can't talk about it.
Okay. No, that's cool.
As long as we know those rules.
Yeah, it's fine with me. Yeah, and I'm not going to push anything. So, no, I was wondering because I thought I heard something that was like, yeah, you can't film there, but also like, I heard this rumor, and I don't know if it's true. They don't, and I'm not trying to be crude when I say this. Like, nobody has ever died on Disney World, the park property,
unless you work there. Yeah, guests don't die, but yet somehow the kid who was eaten by an alligator died at the park, or died at the parks.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
Like the fact that I've got opinions about that, and we'll ignore those.
Yes, no, I understand. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. And no, but even like with it's kind of like Vince McMahon again, back on like the business acronym between the two. It's like kayfabe. We don't really agree with that.
Well, you got to remember though, Disney Hollywood Studios, which was Disney MGM Studios, just like Universal, and Universal still is more than we are. We're not anymore. But it was an active studios even when I was there. When I started, and I started at Disney MGM.
It wasn't. I think it was in 2008 too. I remember they were doing some shooting in the studio section. Yeah.
Yeah. It was an active sound. I mean, we had active sound stages. What was there? WMAC Dragon Masters was there for a bit. Thunder in Paradise shot there for a bit. Of course, WCW shot there for a bit.
Yeah, I know NXT was shooting on Full Sail for a while.
Universal. They shot over at Universal, but
they're in Universal now.
They were beginning of the year for a small 2-3 day run, but they used to be. They were out of Universal for a while. I was actually there. I want to say June 4th, 2011, 2012, filming.
Nice.
Actually, it was a live show that I was there.
That's awesome.
So I was right on the rails too. Great.
So what's we're kind of we got to get to our outro, but because we have another show starting right after this. But I want to finish off. I want to ask you what's a special moment during your time that really sticks with you about working there?
I've had the opportunity to be part of an opening team on quite a few things, but the biggest thing I've been I'm part of the opening team for was the Star Cruiser.
Very cool. Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a hell of a memory. Again, you're such a big Star Wars guy. I bet you. Do you go to Galaxies and quite a bit?
I'll go more once they drop the reservation process again, but it's sort of like yourself. I have been on a weight loss journey as well, and since June of 2021, I have lost 100 plus pounds.
Yes, that's awesome.
Congratulations.
And with that, one of my goals was to get back playing ice hockey again as well. And I actually stepped back foot on the ice back in August. It's just right now I'm sidelined for a few months because I had foot surgery back in December.
Oh man, well, I wish you a speedy recovery, man, and then get back out on the ice. I love to hear that.
I'm
have a
jonesing
goal
to get
too.
back to work, and I'm jonesing to get back on the ice.
Yeah, I want to get I'd love to get lace up one day. So I'm working on it, and then if I can play some hockey again, that would be it for sure.
So, but
But I
yeah,
love that. I appreciate you sharing your memory and stories from your time at Disney and Full Sail and jumping on the show. Hopefully we can get you on so you can be on for a longer period of time for the whole show.
Yes.
So if I will message you after, maybe we can reschedule and
yeah. And
get you back.
again, I apologize on my end.
No,
My
it's all good. We were all good. Just producer Paul over here jumbled my notes, so I
Yep.
got all over the
Always do. I'm good for that. Wow,
I hired, I had a co-host, and then I was like, no, what I need is a producer. You can't blame a co-host. You blame a producer for anything.
Everything.
it was not the producer's fault for my situation. So here I am using my typical podcast rig, and it just did not want to cooperate. So
that's all right. Well,
now I know for next time.
Yeah, and definitely, I want to talk to you more about your time with that and then podcasts and things like that. Yeah. So I'm sorry it didn't work out. So the channel, as you know, it just gets bogged down with all the shows. But Sir Sturdy coming up at 8. But I'm going to let you go. We're going to start outroing. But thank you again, Mike, for being a part of it and joining in tonight.
My pleasure. And for those of you who are listening or watching, stay subscribed to the Scene Snobs channel.
Thank you. And definitely go check out We Be Geeks podcast. Check out the whole collective. They have a whole bunch of shows like they said. So thank you again, Mike. Take care.
You too.
It was fun, man. I'm glad he was able to come on and be a part of it. So we'll bring him in and we'll talk about some more. We got to talk about Star Wars. Actually,
I want to ask him about the new Disney because aren't they reopening the one of the main attraction or old main attractions at Disney? I was trying to Google it real quick.
I saw something on TikTok the other day that they closed down the Country Bears. So you know what? We have all these questions, and I see Mike in the green room. So Mike, take note. Let's get back on the show so we can talk about this. But we do need to talk about something else, ladies and gentlemen, and that is, and ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, because I respect y'all. The Beekeeper. It's our review, and it's going to be exciting. That is for sure. And this is. I have things to say, but now, we got a little bit of time to say them, but I'm going to say them. But before I do, Paul, what did you think about the Beekeeper?
I'm just tired. John Wick set the tone for how these movies go and the formula, I guess, to correctly do them. This was 100% the same fucking thing, just not as good. For as good as the critics are giving it and all the reviews I saw of it, I was like, oh, this is actually going to be really good. I mean, some of the scenes were adequate, but some of the actors just weren't believable. I forgot the fucking kid's name from Bridge of Terabithia playing the main villain.
Thought he was pretty believable playing the douchey character.
He just was too much of a I don't know, man. I
like that. He was like the weasel. He's not going to be a tough kid, dude. It's not like he ran away with a circus. He grew up with a rich mom and fucking gave him everything. Look at what she was willing to do just to keep him.
I guess.
I don't know. I totally bought that, and I like Josh Hutcherson because I liked him in Five Nights at Freddy. His performance was really good, and he was good in the Hunger Games.
I liked him in. Yeah, I was gonna say Hunger Games. I liked him in just because that's exactly who I think he is in real life. Just kind of
because you like the fucking Hunger Games.
I mean, I do love those movies, but anyway. So this one, Beekeepers, it was just too unbelievable. So many of the scenarios. My biggest one is, if we're doing spoilers, so I'm gonna say this real quick, y'all. So if you don't want spoilers, don't listen. He makes it into the fucking White House. Are you shitting me?
No, that was
not the White House, but where they were.
I believe it. If anything,
no.
Yeah, if anything, that was built up. That was built up perfectly because he was getting in and out. He walked up on all those soldiers and was just guys, I don't want to hurt the innocent.
No, I just don't. No, I don't.
All right. I want time out real quick on this review. Oh. What's your favorite martial arts action movie? Anyone, just go.
Oh, that's so tough.
Just anyone. Go ahead.
Enter the Dragon.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Same goddamn thing.
But that's it's not making fun. How do I say it? It's totally a fictional thing. This tried to make it seem realistic. You're playing by everyday law. If that makes sense. It's not endless clips with bullets in them or any crazy shit like that. Or the Matrix were able to dodge bullets, and it's so if you're gonna make it realistic, make it fucking realistic.
Here's the thing. John Wick is fun to watch, and it's very methodical and choreographed and beautiful and pristine. And I like John Wick for that. When people copy John Wick's style like that, I don't like. I didn't even really like the TV show they did in the John Wick role. It works. And I think that it's Keanu Reeves' stoicness and his believability in the character that makes that work so well. And all of the characters that are amazing around him playing it up as well. Like, those are handpicked amazing character actors that were in there that can elevate any movie. So that movie was going to shine, all right? Because it is exactly what it was. John Wick, with the whole premise of why people went to see it was Keanu Reeves killing the mob who killed his puppy.
Right.
That's sold before they even made the goddamn movie.
Right.
So, like, you know, when you with the Beekeeper, Jason Statham is an ex-operative, ghost operative, done it a million times, fine. I'm okay with that. She kills herself because she gets robbed. Yeah, it's a little no. I have problems with this movie. Okay, I have problems with this movie, but I like David Ayer's direction in it. I thought the performances were fine. I thought the martial arts was fine. I thought the the look, the feel of everything, it was fine. Nothing blew me over the top. Like I feel about this, though I should feel about this the way I felt about the first Suicide Squad movie, which David Ayer directed, right?
Okay.
But I don't. And why not? Because David Ayer didn't write it. And now I'm not saying it probably would have been much better, in my opinion, but he's a better writer than what we got here. First of all, you did not need the daughter and the FBI agents.
No.
You didn't need them. They were pointless characters. To what? To tie you? Because I'll tell you, Felicia Rashad is such a good actor. Just in that moment where he said, "You've been real kind to me. Nobody's ever taken care of me before." And she goes, "Come out for dinner," blah, blah, blah. When everything happens to her and then he sees her dead,
yeah,
I don't need the daughter to sell me on why he wants to go on a killing spree. I get it.
Right.
But then they put her in there and they make her the FBI agent that's investigating it, which is how?
Right.
And to do all of this, and then it's just like, that was the problem with it, the whole B thing. Like, I think he's going to take out the queen, and then the reveal of the president. Like, I was like, I liked all of the actors, even the woman who, I can't think of her name, but the woman who plays the president, the mother in the movie, she's great. I love her on Doctor Who. She plays Kate Lethbridge Stewart, so which is a big character on Doctor Who. So every one of them. Everybody who kept popping up, I was like, I like them. These are all predominantly, UK actors or overseas actors, which is like, and the whole time that was what left me like a little loop. Like, why do I care? Why are the all, there's like 2 American actors in this movie and everyone else is foreign. Why is this set in the US? And then they drop the president's son. She's the president and he might go to kill her because she's the queen bee. I did like that they made her honest though.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as she found out, she's like, no, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell him the truth. I'm going to tell the people the truth. And like, and I love the weaselly nature of him pulling the gun on his mom.
That part. Yeah.
And I think that sells. Paul, I had a lower rating than you. And for some reason, I feel like I might go up one.
I'll just go down. I'll just make up the difference.
So our ratings for this movie, mine was 2 and Paul's was a 2.5. I think I'll stick at the 2. If the bee stuff wasn't there, like, I don't mind him being called a beekeeper, but like the puns, they were a little much. And a bunch of other stuff, like, it just, if it wasn't there, I just would have fun with it. But this was a tour for me. I probably will never check it out again, but I like the action though. Like, I'll watch Homefront, the one that Stallone directed with him, before I'd watch this again.
That's fair.
And that
It's understandable.
was a better story. But not by much. But anyway, Mick's movie pick for the week comes from 1949. And it's actually pretty timely because this pick is inspired by this week's classic film review. That's right. Snobs Film History is back with short classic film reviews, and we are discussing The Third Man. That will be up tomorrow on the YouTube page, so make sure to check that out. But if you haven't checked this out, this is probably one of the best movies ever made, hands down. Best film noir probably ever. The only one that I think would ever come close is Double Indemnity. They're just so far above all these amazing movies. But like, The Third Man. Paul, have you ever had a chance to check this out?
I have not. I'm about to check it out tonight. Honestly, I'm like, you said it's one of the best ever. I'm like, fuck, I do need to pull that up because I thought I had seen most of Orson Welles stuff, and apparently not.
This is a good one. He didn't direct this one now. Carol Reed directed it, but he starred in it. He plays one of the characters. Well, he's one of the stars. Joseph Cotton and Orson Welles and Trevor Howard are the 3 stars in the movie, and they are fantastic. The whole story, cast, crew, how it was shot, everything. It is wonderful. and I hope if everybody gets a chance to check this movie out, definitely check it out. It's on the British Film Institute's #1 film of all time. It's just that fantastic, and it still holds up to me, in my opinion. So I hope you guys get a chance to go check that out. Guys, it's about that time. Sturdy show is starting in a couple minutes, so I want to say thank you guys for joining us tonight. We'll be back next week. We're going to have a really good time with that one because it's going to be Valentine's Day time, and we're going to be doing mixtape time. We're going to be doing our mixtape. This is mixtape 4, everybody. Go back, check out the others. Make sure to check out next week's because it's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, if you like my shirt, my Godzilla shirt, which you can see in this sticker that you can also get is available, and tons of other stuff, movie-inspired stuff, and Snobs merch from snobsmerch.com. Use promo code SNOBS for 10% off your order. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Make sure to hit subscribe, hit that bell so you know when great shows like this and others come out as well. And guys, make sure you go check out all of our awesome affiliates down below. If you want StubHub, you got to get your tickets because it's getting warm out. We have Entertainment Earth. Go get your Godzilla stuff or other cool collectibles and much, much more. So guys, until next time, I'm Mick Manhattan. This is producer Paul. Say goodbye, Paul.
Goodbye, Paul. No.
I want to remind you, everybody, to please be kind to each other, stay classy, and take care of yourselves because that's important. And until next time, we love you, baby.